Hi, I'm Keith McEvoy, CEO of Success That Works and founder of SuperCharge Academy. And today I want to share with you a little story about enthusiasm, because I don't know if, yeah, okay, you get it. I'm normally a pretty enthusiastic person, but I wasn't always like that. And what I want to share with you is something that happened to me about 20 years ago that everything triggered for me, and I realized, oh my God, I have to pay attention to this. Because I don't know about you, but most people when they think about enthusiasm, it just feels woolly, doesn't it? Just, what's the point of enthusiasm? Well, what I want to do is I want to give you a dollar figure for this. This is an event that happened to me that actually saved $50,000, and it was just purely because of enthusiasm, nothing else, okay? So what happened? Well, it was way back when I first started as a process engineer in Ford Motor Company. And I joined in Dagenham Engine Plant, and Dagenham Engine Plant was this massive factory. It was half a mile wide by 3/4 mile long. And basically I had a little bike and a golf cart to sort of drive around the factory. It was that big. But I was brand new, and I was straight out of college and very wet behind the ears. And all I had was two engine production lines. One was a 1.8 block engine and the other was a 2.5 diesel engine. And I was the process engineer for this, and I was expected to know the lines, how they worked, how to fix things, what to do if things went wrong. I had to know everything. I'll be honest, I had not a clue, and I suppose it must have been really obvious, because it was probably the second week that I was there. My boss Ian Walker, actually, Ian, if you're watching this, thanks a million. Actually, that's one thing we never get the chance sometimes to thank some of the people who've made a big influence on our lives. And some of the bosses I've had have been brilliant. So Ian, yeah, I'm delighted to have you here. And actually, if you've got a boss, just take today to just thank them. Maybe he's a boss from ages ago, but just make that effort, because we owe so much to the people who've influenced us. Anyway, enough sidetracking. So Ian, he sat me down, and so I sat at his desk across the table from him, and he says, "Oh, how are you getting on?" And I was there, good, yeah. But inside, I knew I hadn't a clue. I was there 2 weeks. One of the lines was a mile long, right? How on earth was I expected to know that? I hadn't a clue. All I did is I walked around and saw these green machines going in and out, and that was about the height of it. And I suppose what I was worried about was, well, when will I ever get to know this? When will I ever be useful? Because these people on the line, the line operators coming up to me going, "Oh, we have this problem, can you fix it?" And I couldn't. I absolutely couldn't. And I suppose I was feeling a bit, well, maybe I won't get the hang of this. Maybe I won't be able to do this, because there is so much to learn and so many different problems. And I wanted to be the font of knowledge, the person who can help people, the person who can, solve the really critical problems, and also solve the little ones, the little ones that are just a bit awkward. But I wanted to be able to solve everything. And I was coming to the realization that this was probably not going to happen for me, especially in the near or even medium term. And I suspect Ian had copped what was going on in my head, because he'd asked me that question. I said good, and he didn't go, "Are you sure?" He could have gone sure, and I would have gone, yeah, really good, yeah? But that wasn't the case. And I still remember what he said to me. He said, "Well, do you remember this? Your job is to go out there and to just be enthusiastic." And as an engineer, I still remember looking across the table going, okay, I can be enthusiastic. Doesn't sound as if I'm using my skill set or my engineering degree or anything like that, or it doesn't sound particularly useful, but okay, I'll give it a go. So I left, and that very afternoon, I still remember Dave, the fitter, the McEvoy fitter, came up to me and with a problem. And he said, "Oh, actually the Op 180 is down." Op 180, that's how we call the different machines. Op 180 was about 50 meters long, and at that stage, all I knew was big, green, and very expensive. That was basically it. And he said, "It's down, it's got a problem with it, and it's pretty serious." And he was like, "Oh, what are we going to do?" And I honestly didn't know. But what I said to him, I said, "Actually, I don't know. But we're going to figure it out. And whatever you need, right? Let's go and do it. You just tell me what you need." But that was my most enthusiastic. I pretended that I wasn't going, "Ooh, I don't know." but I just exuded enthusiasm. And for the next 3 hours, I basically ran. We got the drawings out for this part. He got into the machine and eventually figured out what was wrong. I got the drawings down to the tool room, ran everywhere. And between us, we had this machine up and running in 3 hours, which was I thought brilliant, but apparently it's just normal. But that was how it was. And so anyway, I went home that evening, nice and happy. 2 days later, I was sitting at my desk, and next thing Dave walks in with this lump of metal about this long, which I instantly recognized as the piece from the machine that had broken. And he plonks it down my desk. And this lump of metal, grease still dripping off it, and a whole pile of just scars on it that had sort of been worn away. And he goes, and he was all excited, all very excited. And he said, oh, I figured out that actually if we change this and this and this on this piece of equipment, that it won't fail ever again. And the thing about this bit of equipment, it wasn't just from that one machine. This bit of bar was in every machine, and it was an accident just waiting to happen. And what had happened in his mind is because he was so enthusiastic, he'd gone away and gone and figured out, actually, we're going to solve this permanently. So with this bit of bar, we got the design out. I did my engineering calculations. Basically, I got my textbook out, reread it, reminded myself what it is that I should have known, and figured it out. And then we got the drawings updated. And over the next 6 months, we fitted this piece of new equipment to every machine that stopped the machines breaking down. And I still remember so Dave left that first day, and Ian stood up and came over to me and said, I have never seen that happen before. I was going, what? I've never seen someone from the line come in like that, plonk it down and go, we're going to solve this. We're going to take this and we're going to fix this forever. And I said, that's enthusiasm. That was your enthusiasm 2 days ago that got him inspired to not just fix the job, but to go and fix the overall problem. He said, that's you being an engineer. That's you doing it. And what was the result of that? We never had a breakdown ever again for that type of problem, ever again. Right? We managed to produce more engines, right? And all that was it was so easy. It was just a little bit of enthusiasm. So how do you get enthusiasm every day? Because if you can be enthusiastic, you'll be having these moments all the time, right? It's really important. So the first thing to do, it's only 3 things, right? This is what I use, is every morning, right? Make sure you have at least one thing that you're looking forward to today that excites you. And I don't care what it is. It could be, maybe you're skydiving, yeah? Or maybe it's just you have a cool cup of coffee ahead at 10 o'clock, right? But something that you focus on right now when you get out of bed and you think, oh, that's cool. And what that's going to do is just pull you forward into the day with a bit of enthusiasm, yeah? And the second thing is make sure you have options, okay? Make sure you create options. And what I mean by that is, you look forward to this coffee, this coffee 10 o'clock. If it doesn't happen, you'll have it at 12, yeah? And the reason for that is often we plan our day and things don't quite work out. And if the only thing you're looking forward to today was that cup of coffee with your best mate at 10 o'clock and your phone say, oh, I can't make it, right? You feel a bit down then. Whereas if you know, oh, hang on a sec, at 12 o'clock I'm doing this, then you've got an option. You continue forward in your day with enthusiasm. So really important to just have a little backup. And the third one, this is one I learned, and I couldn't believe it when I learned it. I was in a seminar, Tony Robbins, and actually it was great because I was sitting up the front, and I remember he made this statement, and he said, do you know what? You can change your mood whenever you want. And you know me, very practical, and that sounds woolly again, and I'll prove it. And he did. He got us all standing up and talking about sad things. And I remember actually one of the people I was speaking to, I won't go into it because it will make you sad, but it was basically about her mother and what had happened to her. And I remember feeling like quite sad and down because of it. And Tony from upstage in his booming voice says, oh, so how do you feel? And quite honestly, I feel down, and you could feel the whole room, the energy of the room was quite low. And he said, okay. Well, I said, okay, in the Tony voice. Actually, if you've never met Tony, he is massive, absolutely massive, huge hands and booming voice. and a really nice guy. But he said, okay, we're now in 3 minutes time, you guys are going to be buzzing. So happy. And you look at him going, yeah, right. Even an Irish audience of, it was about 3,500 people in this room. And I remember looking behind, everyone going, yeah, right. You don't know how pessimistic Irish people are when they want to be. There's no way. Anyway, he got us a few exercises, chat, jump around, music blaring, blah, blah, blah. Music stops. How's everyone feel? You didn't even have to answer the question because you could feel the energy in the room. You could feel how happy. It was a complete eye-opener that yes, you can change even from sad to happy in just a few minutes. It was an eye-opener. And since I learned that, I actually use that on my own enthusiasm all the time, because this is what I realized, is you can force yourself. Yeah, absolutely no problem. Anytime you can force yourself to be enthusiastic. And forcing yourself to be enthusiastic is even easier than forcing yourself to be happy. Because all you got to do is just pick something going, here's where I am now. But this evening I'm going to yeah. You get yourself excited. And on my bathroom mirror, I've actually got this thing that my poor wife has to look at as well. But it says, what am I going to be enthusiastic about today? Because I know some mornings that you get out of bed and you don't just jump out. Even I don't just jump out of bed every morning. Some mornings, most mornings, but some mornings, it's a bit of a drain. But by the time I read that, in my mind I've got, you know what, I'm going to love this. I am going to actually even been here with you today. Now, I sort of look forward to this. This morning I was like, oh, what am I going to say? But now I'm just really looking forward to it. I knew I was going to be here with you guys and tell you something really useful. And that was exciting me, just to be here. So you can do the same. Every morning, force yourself to be enthusiastic. Just pick something, anything, and go for it. Okay, so enthusiasm equals money if you're a money person, right? This works every single time. And just do these 3 things. Yeah? Cool. Hope that helps. And I'll see you next week.